Hello and welcome back to another episode of Favonius Impact. Today we've got a bit of a chill video. Gonna be farming Geoculi while I talk through a bit of account theory crafting, where I want to take things. But first, we had a bit of good luck on the standard banner, which I will play for you right now. A 5-star. I was not expecting that. I didn't even have my mic plugged in for recording. But please be Jean. And it's Mona, who we can't use. Well, that's how these accounts go. Sucrose! Oh, I am so happy with that. So happy with that. Getting a Sucrose is as good as getting a 5-star. With that, let's go and have a quick account progress review. We are AR 39. We should hit AR 40 within the next few days. We're inching ever closer to that magic AR 45 where we can actually start building the characters properly. I actually managed to finish this entire thing, other than this last quest, yesterday. I did, as you will see in a moment, select Yao Yao, just because we could do her test run and get the free wish. We have Amber, level 60 out of 60, level 65 bow, talents 424. I have been using Charge Shot Amber quite a bit and enjoying it quite a bit. Kaya, level 60 out of 60, level 60 Lion's Roar. I play him occasionally with Amber and Lisa, so in some teams he gets the passive. Most of the time it's just there for the attack. Still C0, 144. We are using Geo Traveler. Geo Traveler is great. Level 60 Harbinger of Dawn. Lovely crit. Because she's being used mostly with Noelle, she's always got a shield, so she's always getting that passive. And she is also 144. Noelle. Probably the hardest hitting character on the account right now. 60 out of 60. Level 60 Skyward Pride. That ER is beautiful. Her burst is up permanently. Still C0 and 434. And our newest recruit, the utterly broken Sucrose. She's using the magic guide right now. Could probably get Mapamara on her, but this is doing the job perfectly fine for now. And we've got her at 444 because she will be Animo driver for a lot of teams, so we do need those normal attacks leveled up. Rosaria, 59 out of 60. I'm using her a lot, so that passive XP is going to get her up to 60. We've crafted her the prototype Star Glitter. I tried for hours to try and get a white tassel for her, but I could not get one anywhere. It is so annoying. Talents 144. She's mostly there as burst support right now. As much as I love using her on field for her normals, Sucrose is just doing better job of it. Lisa. Again, 15 out of 60. He has the Witsith. And is 1, 3, and 4. And finally, Barbara. For Freeze Team, we need Hydro. She is our only Hydro unit. She's using Thrilling Tales. And is 1, 2, and 2. Mostly because I only ascended her this morning. So we can go and do this right now. There we go. And then we have all these that I've literally just ascended for the 3 wishes. And Toma. With the talk of wishes, 3.5 is going to be bringing us Mika. And given that Mika is going to be a support for a certain Miss Eula, I am hoping to have enough to get her. The trouble is, there is rumours that a certain Mr. Albedo is also going to be in 3.5. We're going to have a tough choice if that happens. Do we go physical GPS Eula, or do we pull Albedo and go for a mono Geo or Noel? Ideally, we'd have this team and replace Beidou with Eula, or we'd run this team, replacing Sayu with Albedo. I have to admit, I'm having a lot of fun with Noel, but I've never used Eula before, so that could also be a lot of fun. I suck at keeping track of the number of wishes just by looking at Primo Gems, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. A nice round 50 wishes. Now we have 62 wishes, and we should be on around about 40 pity, which we are bang on 40 pity. So we've got more than enough to take us to the 50-50. By the time 3.5 rolls around, I think we should have pretty close to a guarantee on Eula or Albedo. We also need to go and do this. I believe I collected the last of the Animoculi, and I was saving them for recording time. I did. One short. There's that one random Animoculus that's extra. There we go. 10 more Primos. So, let's move to Lewa. Ooh, we've got 28 saved already. Let's get this interactive map up. I'll probably end up going to ones I've already got, since, like an idiot, I didn't mark them off as I was collecting them. With the Eula versus Albedo debate, I think the main reason I'm leaning more towards Eula is because I think further down the line we'll end up with a few DPS characters, because we've got Klee coming at some point. So there's a DPS there. If we've got Klee and Eula, we're not really going to need Noelle as a DPS, which then makes Albedo kind of redundant. If we take Eula first, that'll give us an actual, like, true main DPS and that will probably help the account a lot more than Geo support sub DPS Albedo. Because in terms of this account at least, yes, we could run a 2 Geo support team with Albedo and Geo Traveler, but I'm gonna want to run Dendro Traveler. Dendro teams are just so strong. With the Theorycrafting I've been doing and in my head and on a couple of different team builder websites, I am a Genshin nerd and I do like to Theorycraft a lot. I think probably two of the strongest teams we could make would be Eula, Rosaria, Lisa, plus either Venti or Sucrose. Probably Sucrose. Probably Venti, sorry. Because Sucrose's EM buff will be kind of wasted in a physical team. And then a melt team with Flea, Amber, Aya, and Sucrose. We could also have a Hyper Bloom team with a full EM build Lisa, Dendro Traveler, Barbara, and again probably Sucrose because Hyper Bloom scales off EM, so having her EM sharing passive would be a very, very good thing there. Seems a shame to not use Mika when he's pretty much designed as a buffer for Eula, but I think between the grouping powers of Venti and the crit share from Rosaria, I'm not sure if Mika's going to be that huge. We'll have to test him when he drops. We could obviously go a triple cryo and throw Mika in there. Make it kind of mono cryo with Lisa to help with yeah, so we could go, if he does turn out to be pretty good, then we could always go a triple cryo using Mika to buff physical damage. And play healer for Eula. From what I've seen of the calculations, he's not that huge of a buff. So that's definitely going to be a wait and see, do some testing. Most of that's testing him on as a buffer compared to the likes of Bennett, which of course for this account we don't have access to Bennett. And if the good thing is, if he does turn out to be a really good buffer, then we could take him, put him in Zarya's place, which then gives us an amazing cryo support for a melt team with Clee. Because her burst has no ICD. Every tick can apply cryo, which for a charge attack DPS like Clee is going to be amazing. Ah, yes, this one too. Sure, there's going to be a better way of doing it than the way I'm about to do. Being bad that I've got no team ideas that are going to utilize Jean. Maybe we do a physical Jean at some point. Physical Jean could be fun, I think. What the? The other thing I wanted to talk about is what we're going to do with our Primo Gems here. Because, obviously, limited character-wise, we only really have Eula, we have Albedo, we have Clee, and we have Vendi. Everyone else, it's available on the standard banner, which we can get plenty of standard banner wishes. So what I was thinking was, since this is all about making the Knights of Favonius as powerful as possible, as long as we can maintain a good chunk of wishes to get the characters we want to round out the roster, then we pull for weapons. So, like, you know, if we wanted to make a DPS Jean in the future, we'll have a Mist Splitter or a Jade Cutter on the account to be able to do that. You know, we try and get Eula's signature weapon. Obviously, we won't have the Primos to do that this time around, but, you know, on her rerun, we'll have the choice. Do we go for C1 Eula? Do we go for a weapon? More than likely, we'll go for a weapon. You know, Elegy for the End is amazing on Amber. So we need to pick that up. Constellations versus weapons is a kind of tough argument to have, but at the same time, you know, we've got Venti and his weapon, we've got Eula and her weapon, Albedo's signature weapon was only available in an event, so we're kind of screwed there. But if we've got C0R1 for all the limited characters, then it just, to me, kind of makes sense, instead of, you know, saving for a year to try and get constellations on them, to go and get some weapons to have a bit of fun with, and to try and make them, you know, really, really strong. I just think if we're going to make these characters as strong as they possibly can be, then pulling on the weapon banner is probably going to be a necessary evil. So we're just gonna have to keep an eye out on the upcoming patches and in future weapon banners. You know, if there's a couple of good 4-star weapons on there that are going to help us, then trying to snipe one of those when we've got enough primos already there to guarantee a 5-star character is going to be probably quite useful. Let's hope for a weapon. Do with a Fav sword. Back frags. Nice. We got Sucrose on our last temple, and now we've got Sucrose's weapon on this temple. Right. It is still the same day. I have now been recording in this session for 2 hours and 48 minutes collecting Geoculi. How many did I get? 95. 7. I've missed 7. Technically 8 because there's always one too many.